Hey, I'm Justin Bolden, and welcome to episode 2 of Tequila Tuesday TV. Really excited about the tequila that I'm going to be bringing you guys today because there's a lot of firsts that this company has done as far as what's on the bottle and information about the individual tequila that you have. I'll get to that here in a little bit. But 2 dates that are really important. 1936, kind of a fun fact. The margarita was invented, and if you're like me, you're super excited and thankful for that year. Second date is 1974. That's the year that tequila became intellectual property of Mexico. That's important because then Mexico set up laws governing the production process and what has to happen for a spirit to be called tequila. Like I said, Thomas Estes and Carlos Camarena are the founders of this tequila. You cannot get it at an ABC store from what I can tell. So I had to order it online from an online retailer, and I opened up the box because it looked like it would be really difficult and would probably take up too much time of this video. But it looks like, from what I can tell, that they put it in a ghillie suit type material, which is really cool. And the wait is over. Tequila Ocho is what we're talking about today, and what's really, really cool about this is we'll start with the bottle first. Right here on the front label, they're going to tell you they are the first to tell you what field that the agave that made your bottle of tequila came from. So right here you'll see Los Nopales. That's incredible. Incredible. Really cool to me. And then you'll see that they also give you the year that your tequila was made. Now, that does not mean that the tequila was aged from 2017 or whenever. It just means that's when it was bottled. So, as I was saying earlier, the laws that Mexico made for the production of tequila says that tequila must be distilled twice. And so, whenever the initial substance is there before distillation, it's about 3 to 5% alcohol by volume. It's distilled once, and then it comes out a little less than 20% alcohol by volume. But then the second distillation, it comes out 50 to 60% alcohol by volume, looking like this. A clear substance known as Blanco or Plata tequila. Now, technically, tequila can be aged up to 60 days in barrels and still be called Blanco. If it was aged, it would come with a green hue, but this is completely clear, so as you can see, and it was bottled immediately. Now, a little bit more about the company. They use brick ovens to cook their agave, so a little bit quick production history for you. Agaves take between 7 and 10 years to fully mature. Then people called humidors come by, cut it, and cut the leaves off. It's called a piña because it looks like a gigantic pineapple. I say gigantic because it can weigh up to 200 pounds. Those are cut in half, put on a truck, sent off, and Tequila Ocho chooses brick ovens to bake the agave. Now, they bake it for 48 hours. And then they turn the heating substance off for the oven and let the agave cook for another 24 hours while the oven is cooling down. So 72 hours in total is what they use to bake the agave. Now, the fermentation lasts 4 to 5 days, and in the open vats, that's depending on obviously the weather, and they hand label their bottles. And why that's really important to me and really cool is that means that they are giving people jobs to do something that a machine could very easily do, which I think is incredible and highly commendable for Tequila Ocho to do that. They, again, were the first to designate the year and the field that the agave came from. It's also going to be right here as well. I definitely recommend that you guys take a look at it. Now, Carlos Camarena is a third generation tequila maker. So that's really, really cool. He went to Thomas Estes, who's very well known in the tequila industry. Asked him if he wanted to make a tequila. Thomas said, Absolutely. So again, with a little bit of history and the bottle, Tequila Ocho. Ocho is 8 in English, as I'm sure by now you have to know. It's common knowledge. But this is the finished product that they send and they ship and they sell is from the 8th sample that they put together. So 8th sample Tequila Ocho. It's really cool. So another thing, the NOM number 1474. That is the designation of the distillery that makes their tequila, and the distillery that makes Tequila Ocho also makes 4 other brands of tequila. Not to take anything away from Tequila Ocho, but it's cool to me whenever tequila has a distillery that is the sole producer for only their tequila. But without further ado, let's open this up. Also on the label, it will have the year that it was made and then the field again that it came from. So whenever you are tasting tequila, it's best at room temperature or 70 degrees. Some people like it with ice or on the rocks, as it's called, and that's perfectly fine. But it's best at room temperature. So also, whenever you smell it, don't stick your nose way in there like you would with a wine, because it's a lot higher alcohol by volume content, and it'll definitely give you a headache if you do. But this is the first time of me seeing the bottle in person. This is the first time of me pouring and the first time of me tasting and smelling. So as far as the nose goes, which is the smell, really get really good citrus in there and a little bit of black pepper, I would say. Yeah, so this tequila will open up a little bit in the glass as it sits here and after you pour it. And you get a lot more citrus with Blancos just because it's not aged at all. And if you ever hear me or someone else talk about a chocolate or banana or something like that, it's not because it's actually in the tequila. It's because through the process of production, different chemicals in the tequila will bring out those different flavors. So it's really, really cool. So without further ado, let's try this. Woo! That'll smack you. But it's because, it's not terrible by the way, but it's because it's a Blanco, so it's very ripe, very strong, has a good bite to it. That's why people use a Blanco tequila a lot in mixed drinks, because it really has that strong feel, versus a Reposado Añejo or Extra Añejo, which Tequila Ocho does make, that's been aged, kind of pulls away and takes away that bite, if you will. Can definitely taste the black pepper, and can get citruses in there also. That black pepper though is something unique that I haven't tasted yet in a tequila, so that's very, very cool in my opinion if you're into the flavor profiles. I definitely recommend that you try this. Recommend that you try it on its own first before you put it in a mixed drink. But pricing on this between $47 and $55 is what I saw, and definitely some grassy, earthy smells in there as well. Smelling it for the second time. Definitely recommend that you try this tequila. Hopefully this video was a little bit educational for you on tequila and how it's made and on the individual company. Again, Tequila Ocho, definitely recommend that you go out and try it. As always though, I must warn you, man, it's just so interesting. Please go out and try this. I think you'll really enjoy the nuances of the smell, the nose, and the flavor profiles in this. Let me know what you guys think. Each palate will be a little bit different, so if you get something different than a little bit of citrus and black pepper, please let me know. Also, let me know what your favorite tequila is that you love to drink all the time, that you'd like me to try, do some research on, and try for you guys. Thank you for letting me try this for you. I really, really appreciate it. As always, drink responsibly. I'll see you next week for another Tequila Tuesday TV episode. Enjoy a drink. Man, that's good. Really, that's real good.